My friend lied about his job and I got interrogated because of it. What kind of job does he have?
Yeah, what's so serious about this?
Yeah. One of my longtime acquaintances, let's call him Miles. He also happens to be the spouse of my partner's best friend. He had regularly mentioned being unhappy in his current job due to late nights, lack of balance, etc. By the way, this comes from Legitimate Concept 403 on the r/OK Storytime subreddit. So his company happened to fall under a similar industry to mine, and he always seemed like he really had his crap together. My partner and I always knew they were financially struggling through conversations with his spouse. When a job opening came up at my company, I gladly sent him the deets and gave my boss his name. I knew my company had better compensation, flexibility, and culture. It was a great opportunity and Miles agreed. And as it turns out, Miles got hired. I reached out to Miles to send a congrats and chat. Miles expressed having some anxiety about giving his current employer notice. I thought this was understandable and sent words of encouragement. I honestly never gave it a second thought. A few months later, things got a little weird. I was on a call one day and received a meeting invite from someone I didn't know. And the meeting was in 5 minutes. Whoa. Can I talk to you now?
I need to go right now.
Right now. I reached out to the sender to let them know they must have the wrong person. She responded with, "No, we have the right person. Please have your camera on for this meeting." I hover over the name and see this person is from the ethics department. I'm immediately worried that I did something wrong, but I couldn't pinpoint a single thing that would have had to lead to a discussion with ethics. I joined the call and was greeted by 2 individuals. After their warm greetings, they immediately switched gears and started asking questions. I was completely stunned and my heart was racing. These questions were about my relationship with Miles. How do you know him? How did you meet? Would you consider yourself friends? Would you consider yourself best friends? How often do you speak with Miles? Would you consider yourself the bestest friends in the whole world? I explained that I could consider Miles as a friend, but that we weren't super close. That we spoke more sparingly prior to his employment at our company, but probably speak on the phone at least weekly now or meet for dinner. Then they hit me hard with, "How long have you known Miles was working for X company and our company simultaneously?" I was completely speechless. I managed to tell them I had no idea, but they were questioning how I couldn't have known my friend was doing this. I told them I remembered him mentioning having some anxiety about quitting, but I never followed up with that because I assumed he would have quit the other job like you're supposed to. Our new hire and annual training literally touches on this, and Miles took that training. To make matters worse, it's a huge conflict of interest due to our relationship with the company. I got off the call and my head was spinning. I immediately started replaying the last couple of months in my head. How did I miss this? I must be truly stupid because here were the signs. My doctor's office is in the same building as the other employer. I would go every 2 to 3 weeks for my chronic condition. Miles would sometimes ask me about how I was doing with my condition and when my next treatment would be. I thought he was being a good friend. Nope. He was giving his employer excuses to leave work on those days so I wouldn't see his car.
Oh, wait. No, I don't think I understand. Is he saying that he is going to this other company and Opie has like a doctor's appointment at that company?
So his doctor's appointment is in the same building as the other employer.
Okay, gotcha.
So I think that's what it is. So he didn't want
OP to see his car and
working
figure out
for
that
the other employer,
the company.
Yes, so he was asking about his treatments, so he knew when his doctor's appointments were.
That's crazy.
There's probably a reason to this, but I don't know.
Presumably, I'd hope he was getting more money for 2 jobs.
The only thing I can imagine is like something government related or like some sort of like competing law firm or something where they like can't know the secrets, or you can have a lawyer spy or something. I don't even know. But another example, he was insisting to pay for our dinner multiple times when our household income was at least 2 times higher. He also was telling me he felt like his training wasn't the best. He felt like people weren't available to answer his questions, because he was juggling 2 9-to-5 jobs. So what an inconvenience that folks didn't immediately respond to him while he was taking a quick parking lot break. So I guess that might be what it is. It's just that they're both full-time jobs in the same time period.
And yeah,
that would be a problem. Yeah. Another bullet point is being super interested in learning how to use his work phone hotspot so he could work from his patio. He was using it to work from his other job and didn't think IT would notice that much data was being used so consistently. Here's the details on how this was initially discovered. We had a company event and a group photo was taken. It was posted by a coworker on social media. Ooh, the dangerous internet. Someone at Miles' initial workplace saw the photo and said, "Wait, I know him." He had told his workplace that there was a family emergency and then proceeded to get dressed up and attend our company event. I told my partner about what happened and we had a long conversation. We both agreed we didn't want this to affect the relationship between my partner and Miles' spouse, but that my integrity and reputation coming into question at my workplace was not cool. Someone that could live this double life for 2 months and lie to me the entire time is not a friend. So after much internal debate on whether or not I should call Miles out for his behavior, I decided to send him a long text. I needed him to know how terrible this made me feel and what it could have done to my career. I told him that I can't be acquainted with him anymore, and he responded with an apology and said it was his anxiety. So
I didn't know how to tell them that I wasn't. They said I had to quit the other job, but I didn't know how to quit the other job because I didn't want to make them feel bad. So I just never did that.
Yeah. Maybe he went into incomes. Maybe he was scheming.
It's like that New Girl clip where Schmidt's like, I'm still dating both of them.
Oh, yeah.
And Nick's like,
he's like, you can't have two wives. He planned to quit the other job, but he was just waiting for the right time, and it never felt like the right time. That's like breaking up with someone.
I don't know. I just like started dating someone else because it was really hard and it was never the right time. And I thought they would be mad.
Yeah, I was gonna do it, I promise. I empathize with anxiety and depression because I struggle with them daily. I let him know that I get it, but I still have to stick with my boundaries. This was the last time we spoke. Since then, I found out that his spouse never found out the truth of what transpired.
This man has too many secrets.
His spouse refers to it as their drama, and I don't want to be involved, but told my partner entirely different details. The spouse has no idea that Miles was still working at his other job. Miles told his spouse that he was fired for working weekends at his dad's auto shop. Interesting. He lied and completely downplayed what he did to make it seem like an injustice. And now I found out that anyone Miles speaks with about the situation thinks I'm an a-hole for ending the friendship. My partner and I have not refuted any of this with Miles' spouse or others because we don't want to participate in the drama, nor do we want to violate Miles' privacy. Reddit, I ask you this because in the past I've been told I'm too quick to shut people out, that I don't have enough patience with others, and my sense of justice is too much. So am I the a-hole? And there is an edit, but what's our answer right now, Sophia?
No, he lied to you and also his partner. Yeah, he's still lying. He almost lost you your job because of his lies.
I agree. Not cool. I understand not wanting to be in the drama, but I feel like if you don't want to lose these friends, like tell people the truth because Miles is sabotaging you. But here is our edit. I forgot to mention that Miles was fired from both companies after the investigation. I was cleared, have a great relationship with my manager, and recently accepted a better position. Congratulations. A lot of folks are saying I am the a-hole for not telling spouse. Trust me, I want to tell the spouse. When it didn't happen to come up, once when my partner and the spouse were hanging out, the spouse had all the wrong details but said that they didn't want to get involved in the drama. My partner respected that. However, I've taken everyone's comments constructively and plan to speak with my partner about this again. Maybe we can invite the spouse over for dinner one evening and get it over with. I'll let everyone know how this goes. And there is another update.
Yeah, man, oh man. I mean, I guess, I don't know fully if you should go and tell that partner and stuff, everything. Because I think maybe it's easier to just like not get involved unless he's going to your mutual friends.
Yeah.
And like telling lies and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot easier to accept that like this guy that's like lying is like bad person, and if you're not that close with his spouse, then like that might be easier for you to let go of. But if your spouse OP is like having trouble with the friendship, or the other spouse is like, you know, thinking bad thoughts of you, then like then you'd want to stand up for yourself.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how close you are to the wife.
But as for our update, OP says, hey folks, sorry for the long wait and wish I had a moment to share. were parents and have been busy with year-end things for their school and prepping for vacation. I also got promoted at work and was transitioning roles. By the way, we always have a moment to share with you all of these other stories when we go live every weekday at 3 p.m. PST on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, all of it. We're probably live literally right now.
Go check in 1 second.
But there's a bit more in some comments. Let's just jump right into it. My partner received a call from Miles' spouse this week who basically asked what it would take for Miles and I to reconcile. My partner said, well, Miles should probably start by apologizing, to which the spouse seemed confused. They agreed a discussion is needed. More to come. And we have some comments. Amy467 says, WTF, not only are you not the a-hole, but Miles needs some serious therapy to get him to the point where he stops letting his anxiety prevent him from adulting. Like, all the hoops he jumped through to make 2 jobs at once work for 2 months is a lot of work, and it would have been so much simpler for him to just tell his boss that he quit. As for the lies he is telling friends, you need to stop protecting him and tell them the real reason that you're not friends anymore. A little truth would go a long way to fix that. Actually, he almost lost me my job by lying about working for both my company and ex-company at the same time for months. I can't be friends with someone who would selfishly nuke my livelihood like that. And OP responds, I honestly think my partner has avoided having his friend over for fear that I might word vomit. It's been hard to keep to myself, but on the other hand, I don't feel like it will do any good. And that's it.
Ooh.
That's all we got.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you necessarily have to rehash it out with Miles, but I think if your partner and his partner have like a good relationship or had a good relationship, maybe truth sharing can go on there. But that is the end of that story.